Hi everyone, SquidorabL here. I am here with my friend who I'll be calling momentarily, Kipster. You can see him up there in the corner. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm streaming many places. Um, I'm streaming. I upgraded. I upgraded my stream. I am now restreaming to 4 places. Kick and X. I figured why not? Hey, hey Kaiju, how's it going? Make sure I eat something too. Oh, beat you to it. I had a wrap. Have you ever had the wraps that have those oh, I should have some background music going. Pardon me, those wraps that are made from eggs. They're actually really good. No carbs and tasty. So I had one of those. It was really nice. Oh, Crony's playing. Let's see. Magical Girl copyright free. We'll see if this works. If we get copyright claimed, we get copyright claimed. How you guys doing today? When I see the bear move, I'm gonna call him. But right now he's doing something else, I think. Oh, the new Godzilla Kong movie. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people speculating about that, but I haven't watched anything about it. How am I doing? Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. My migraine never completely surfaced. Sorry I had to cancel yesterday. It was one of those things like, okay, so I get this thing where like days before a migraine I smell smoke, which sounds like I'm having a stroke, but I'm not. It's just a migraine aura. And I was like, if I don't talk about it, if I don't let people know that it's happening, it won't happen, but it did. But I'm all better now. So I am very pleased. And I'm excited to do some role-playing this morning. Last time we played this, it was really fun, and I'm hoping Kipster has something in store that's really interesting. Now, why isn't it connecting to Kit? Let me test something real quick, guys. What caused the migraine? Oh, you know what? I don't know, honestly. It just happens. I used to be on medication for it, but it didn't help all that much. It just happens every once in a while. Honestly, because I'm a woman, probably hormones. That's probably the answer. If you don't know, the answer is usually hormones. All right, so that... It's not going through to Kick. Oh, well, it is streaming to Kick. Hi, Cryo, right? Can you believe it? I mean, I'm just covering. Obviously, it can't be true. I'm using a voice changer and stuff. Check this out. I still love this. I've got it all set up. Oh, I see Bear moving. I'm going to give him a call in a second here. Look at that. I love this system so much. It's so cool. Yeah, sorry to disappoint you. I'm no femboy. All right, let's give Kipster a call. You know, I never... There we go. Calling now. I'm ready. Kipster! Thank you for the subscription. Are you talking, Kipster? I can't hear you.
Testing. One,
there
two.
you are. There you are. Hi.
Yo.
Look at that cute little tuxedo mask. Kipster's gonna be GMing for us today. Yeah, this is a Sailor Moon RPG. The system is called Soldier Lune because of copyright, but the actual thing we're doing is like an in-universe... Kipster, more like cutester.
Oh, jeez.
It takes place in the universe of Sailor Moon in the future, during the period of the 30th century, right, Kipster?
That's right. We are in the Crystal Tokyo timeline, but we are not living in Crystal Tokyo. Would you like to describe where the lore is?
Where the lore is.
Yeah, talk about the setting a little bit.
Well, it is set in around the planets of Saturn because, sorry, I'm terrible at storytelling sometimes. It's around the planets Saturn, which has many, many moons. And there's kind of a cyberpunk dystopia going on around Saturn. There's a Dyson sphere that feeds off of the planet's energy. And there are super companies, if I'm remembering correctly, vying for control of resources because they found that there are crystals that they can use and... Well, is it crystals or is it... Anyway, they can create artificial sailor soldiers. And so these companies are creating artificial sailor soldiers to kind of capitalize on the resources that are available and to keep those for themselves. Is that right?
So we are, in fact, on a Dyson sphere over the planet Saturn. And it is its own pretty much society, pretty much planet, known as Dyson. And it has been populated by corpo nations. Originally, it was people who moved there because they wanted to have more autonomy. You are nearly immortal, very close to immortal, if you live in Neo Tokyo. For example, how old is Sailor Chibi Moon again? Thousands, I think.
I think she's 3,000?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And she's still like 6. And of course, this results in a very low birth rate and a lot of stagnation. Culturally, technologically. Hang on a second, got to adjust my ding dang camera here. In just about every possible way. And so a few thousand years ago, it's wild to think of how far in the future this is, you know. Oh, pardon me. A lot of people set up a Dyson sphere around Saturn. And of course, Sailor Saturn is the scariest sailor. She is the one who brings about the end times. And she has been asleep. And the people who have moved here are pretty excited because they have found a way to, they think, keep her asleep by siphoning energy off of Saturn, which, look it up, works like a little sun, as well as collecting these black crystals known as lesser crystals that can be found within the planet itself, the gas giant, which is its own absolute wild place to be. We probably won't be getting there today. Probably, maybe, depending. It's not impossible. But I was going to show a picture of who your friend is.
Oh.
That is your fellow Sailor Senshi here.
Yeah. Here, can you send it to me and I'll put it up?
So I think I can do that.
I did. My character has pink hair, so I figured I should match. I can't change my eyes, though.
Yeah, it's true. And that works because this is, after all, an anime within an anime. And I don't think anyone in Sailor Moon actually had anime-style colored hair. But that's totally correct to do in this instance. Let's see now. My experience with Cinder. No, that doesn't seem like the
No, that doesn't sound like the right doc, no.
It does not.
But Mike...
Oh, I feel like a fool. I can't find it.
You can't find it?
Darn.
Oh, that's too
bad.
bad.
Hang on a second. No. Hang on. I'll just bop it to you over Discord.
What do you say to someone with brown eyes when you could say somebody with blue eyes are as beautiful as the ocean? Oh, they're as beautiful as the desert.
As beautiful as the desert.
That's not bad, Cryo. That's not bad.
And twice as dry.
For dry eyes.
Clear eyes is awesome.
Maybe I have a picture of her here.
I have a few.
Oh, here, I've got one of her at the gym in her booty pants.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's a good one. That was one of the ones I was going to send, actually.
Let me just download it real quick.
Ideal.
You'll see. And we are using AI, and yeah, I said this in my post. It's. I don't have an imagination, so I don't feel bad about it.
But we are using AI. We are also not sorry.
I've commissioned real artists for stuff many, many times. I actually commissioned an artist for my character's concept artwork, but can't do it for everything. I ain't rich. Image. I'm going to be putting it up here shortly. Let's see.
Cool. I've also got one.
Oh, there she is. Oh, I'll show you the booty pants. Hold on.
They're yoga pants.
They're booty. Look at that. Look at that cake.
They're yoga pants. That's okay to have, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is. Well, they're booty pants. Look at the yoga pants make the booty big. So they're booty pants. It's the same thing.
They do be making it pop. It's true. I have got two more. One of them is the two of Sailor Midas and Sailor Mimas transformed, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh, you were hoping for booty shorts? I'm sorry. I got your hopes up. Cake's so good we call it a bakery. Yeah, I've got that one too. There, here.
Two more your way.
Yeah, she's beefy. That is Sailor Mimas. That is kind of Kipster's DMPC, you could call it.
Yeah, she is definitely my DMPC. You want to talk about the lore real fast while I do that? Oh, that's one of the other pictures. So I've got one more to send you then.
Can you send them on Discord, please?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thank you.
I thought Discord was being poopy about file size.
It can be. But the way you were sending them, I can't easily get them on stream, you see.
Okay.
The fork wand, it's a spork. Okay, so the first session, she is my character, Lena Strauer. Reminds you of the spaghetti clouds. My character's name is Lena Strauer, and she was an R&D. She was an R&D engineer. And so she was working on a new kind of spork that had a technology in it that would allow food to be basically like 20% more flavorful. It would boost the flavor of kind of a crappy dish and make it better. And when she transformed, her spork became her staff. And she uses that for her abilities.
Yep. And the name of... Did you get all those, by the way? I'm sorry that I sent those the long way.
I got the one you just sent on Discord.
Oh, okay. That is her transformed, and here is one in that case.
Yeah, you vaguely remember that. Yep, that was a thing that happened. So she has the staff that is a spork now. It's a golden spork. And it does lots of things.
And there is also another one pre-transformation, and the other ones aren't as important. It's fine.
Thank you for the images. I'll sit.
Good point. And you know what I just thought of is all of these can be found on the Discord under the Sailor Moon RPG art tag.
There's a character named 11 that has a giant burger on the end of a giant that she uses as a hammer. Well, I haven't used it as a hammer yet, but everything is possible. It is an RPG.
Yes, and that staff is very important because apart from your normal powers, you can use the staff to buff yourself. However, it comes to the caveat, you cannot use the staff unless you consume, I beg your pardon, pretty much spend an invention that Lena has actually worked her very hardest on. Then she can use the staff for one encounter, or in other words, one dramatic scene, as this game calls it. And then it consumes the item. And next time she wants to summon the staff again, she has to use another item.
Okay, summon the staff or utilize the staff?
Both.
Okay, so she doesn't automatically always have the staff available to her.
I mean, that's right. I mean, we could say that she does, if you like. But it would pretty much just be for flair. And which, by the way, flair is awesome. And you know what? Sure, have the staff. If you want to keep the spork look, I just thought it'd be kind of neat if the look would change up sometimes. Hang on.
No, that's a fun idea. I'm totally down for that.
Okay. Well, that was my idea anyway. Obviously, this is going to be a very, very collaborative process. Unlike the way I have run D&D, Pathfinder, whatever. This system is very, very fluffy. It only uses D6s, and the maximum amount you can find yourself rolling is 4 of them. Can you believe it?
Yeah, it's an interesting system. I like it. It's so different from anything I've tried before.
Okay, let me go ahead and move your chat so I can just read chat more easily.
Oh, Oceana says ChatGPT has good poster generation for war poster stuff. I know that might interest you, Kipster.
Oh, neat. I'll take a look at that. I have been absolutely in love with Copilot. That's where all those generations came from. Let me just quick fast catch up with Chatteroony. Okay. Yes, it's true, Cryo. Everything you've said.
He's watching.
Everything you've said. I'm always watching, Wazowski. Okay. So, first session, Lena. Do you have the picture of her on the? Yeah, this is great for recap. Have you got the picture of her with her daily transit?
I think so. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. Yep, I do.
Awesome. Okay.
Let me pull it up.
Yes.
There she is. There's Lena.
Yeah, there she is. And she had a very modest place, which technically might have been a little bit bigger than where she lives now, but not much. And not half as cool. On her way to work, and it was a 45-minute commute with a changeover, and obviously she's a very small individual, wants no trouble, never leaves on time because she's got the toast in the mouth.
It's a syndrome that anime girls acquire.
It's true. It's anime main character magic girl syndrome. And this is her on her way to work in R&D, on her way to make the spork that made everything taste 2.5% better, and she got it up to 1.7, I think. And that's when the email came through. And it is email, by the way. This is retro-futuristic 90s style.
Fun.
So, so you're going to find CRTs. There are flat screen things once in a while. It's also cyberpunk, so there's all kinds of cool lighting. So think of a mix of Appleseed and cyberpunk together. Burning in the night. I'm just reading the emotes. I can't hear them because otherwise I'll hear our voices double and want to kill myself. Let's see. Also, she had the opportunity to meet her other teammate, Xavier, and the mad scientist who put the whole program together. Xavier was not with us today. who is played by Eli Cantra, is a dude who, in the Magical Girl program, Synthetic Senshi program, turns into a magical girl when he transforms, which has given him all sorts of issues.
Yeah, that would be...
He's coping pretty well, I think.
He's doing really well. Eli's actually lurking. He went to sleep. A femboy magical girl? Not quite.
Yeah, no, she's oh, Squid. I keep asking you to put up pictures. They are all in the Discord, though.
Oh,
could you show? Yeah, could you show the before and after Xavier? By the way, he's a really cool dude. His hobbies are boxing. He's a pretty cool guy. He gets really bashful around pretty girls. So, like I said, this is a bit of a complex for him.
As it would be, I imagine, for anybody.
Right. Because he turns into like an idealized, much prettier version of himself, and it's not easy. It's not easy.
So this is him as he is, just a normal dude.
Yep, that's
kind of muscular, kind of big.
Mm-hmm. And he, by the way, was a salaryman. The reason he's kind of buff is he was a boxer. Well, is a boxer, and he is Sailor Atlas. These sailors are all something to do with their personality traits. So Lena, being someone who is an R&D, became Sailor Midas, which is a moon that is real but has not been named yet. I forget what the name is, but it's
some number.
2009 something. Mm-hmm. It's like SRS 2009, but it's a real moonlet that I'm just saying got named. There is Sailor Atlas, and her power is Earth-related and gravitational because as someone, of course, who's a salaryman, he had everything riding on his shoulders and felt crushed by the weight of it. Mimas has got ice powers. She's quite strong. She also fires off hail and ice together because in mythology, Mimas was killed by Hephaestus when he threw flaming javelins. And so that's to do with that. And, you know, Mimas also was a giant. And Stella, she
beefy.
Stella, she beefy. No. Stella, she Moda. That's funny. Stella, she beefy. That almost sounds Japanese. Oh, man. Crying, no, it wouldn't be funny if that was the case. It wouldn't even be close to funny. This is much funnier.
He had kind of an emotional breakdown when he first transformed.
Yeah, he discovered something about himself that made him excited to transform back. Let me see. Oh, do you want to tell about the first session? Like beyond that, but what happened? What your housing is like?
Oh, yeah.
The first place that you went.
Well, the first place that we went was the gym, wasn't it?
That's right. Xavier wanted to go and check out the local area, and one of the things he brought up was a gym. And Stella's, the local area is a very, very nice place right by work. Although the housing is on the cheaper end of it.
It's really cool Japanese housing. It's like an apartment. It's an apartment that's built very vertically with very small spaces.
Yes.
It's hard to describe, but it's very cool.
There's a video that I've linked before that I recommend you check out after this stream, just to show you how absolutely amazing it is. Lena has a cat also.
Yes. She is a kitty. Her name is Iris.
Iris the kitty. And it's extra crowded for Lena, but she's small, and I think she sleeps in a cubby.
She does. Right? She sleeps in a cubby under the stairs because there's no reason to take up her cosplay space because she's a cosplayer. But she's a secret cosplayer.
Secret and also extremely good at it. Let me see. What was it? She's got like 4 points, right? Hasn't she?
Yes, I have. Well, I've got one point in talent cosplay. But
yeah, I see 4, unless you changed your character sheet.
I had to change my character sheet around, I think. Yeah, I had to change it around because I didn't have all the presets properly from the template.
Can you please send me your new one? I guess I'm looking at the out-of-date one.
Oh, yeah, sure. But she's a cosplayer. She cosplays mostly for herself and to post images online and doesn't really do it in front of people because she's scared. Let's see here. Template update. Bing, bang, boom. It's on the way.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. And we're gonna go ahead and put this on desktop. I've got my own folder. All right. Let me see. Oh, quite a few differences. The reason, of course, for these changes is Sailor Senshi have got a suite of normal abilities that all of them need to have.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a few things missing, I think, like you hadn't given yourself the power of space flight and stuff like that. Let's see. Now, okay, you want to talk a little bit about your build and what your character's role is and what her role usually isn't?
Well, Lena's very much a support character. She is not strong. As you can tell, you can see by... Let me zoom in a little bit here. By her stats, these are how the stats work in this system. She's got 3 for body, which is very low. And she has a deficit to combat, which is why I put it in red here. But she has really good mind and soul and a lot of energy. Her health is decent for her size, honestly. But a lot of what she does, if you look at over here.
Over you?
She's got metamorphosis, so she can transmute things with transmutation. She can disguise herself or others. She's very good at healing. So she's something that you don't see a lot of in like the media. She is a sailor soldier who focuses on a lot of healing and buffing other people. But she's also, she's not bad at attacks. She's got, I think, the minimum of good attacks.
Yeah, I mean, she's bad, but compared to a normal human, she's still, very superhuman. As powerful Sailor Senshi go, she is absolutely not the one you want on the front line, though.
No. She's the one hiding behind somebody who is supposed to be on the front line.
Yeah.
Her and Atlas make a good team, honestly, for that very reason. He can take a hit.
Yeah, he sure can. Great duo. Meanwhile, Sailor Mimis, and you don't need her character sheet if you don't want it, is much lower in mind, like a lot lower in mind. Kind of not all that super smart. In fact, I think her mind stat is half of Midas's.
Oh.
Combat 9 instead of 5. Energy is lower, soul's the same, body is way higher. So the amount that Lena has put into mind, Midas has put into mind, is really, you can tell how she's focused into it. Which I think is really, really cool.
Yeah, hopefully it works out well with
what's so funny
gameplay.
about these character sheets? Oh, completely. What I think is so funny about these game sheets is it's that one box that says character details, and it's the same size as their name.
Yeah, that's why there's nothing in mine. The character details is a little silly.
Character details, hungry.
Female? Like, what do I put there?
Hungry?
But our most recent adventure was done over text, and we were in a gym being shown there by Sailor Mimas, Sailor Atlas, and Sailor Midas were. And a monster suddenly attacked and drained the energy of everybody in the gym. And was his name like Buff Guy?
Buff Guy, that's
Buff
right.
Guy. His name was Buff Guy, and he was in a very wasn't he in like a Speedo or something?
Yeah, yes, he certainly was. It was a mankini.
Kaiju.
Yeah,
body type B.
B. Well, that actually takes up way less space than is necessary. So that just write the letter B.
But yeah, he lot of male body as he was posing and very Johnny Bravo-ish showing off.
Less. His weapons, I think all of them, I think, came out of his mankini. He threw medicine balls. He threw, what do you call those things? The Iron Sheik was really good with. You know what I mean? The kettlebells, right?
I think
Yeah, kettlebells. And a jump rope, all of which were his weapons.
that was really fun.
The fight was way primarily Atlas and Midas, and I think they did fantastically. It's very exciting, but it also resulted in a lot of collateral damage, like a lot, a lot.
Yeah, we kind of destroyed the place, like the floor, the ceiling. It was a disaster. But
Yeah,
what
well,
were we
mostly a
supposed to
wall.
do? You know?
Mostly a wall. Um, the rest was, interior damage, but Sailor Atlas went crashing through a wall. Uh, Sailor Sailor Midas saved Sailor Mimas's life when she got thrown through a glass wall into the basketball court. Sailor Midas used her powers to create a mattress. Oh, by the way, I think your fork is still loaded. What's the strongest thing you use it for?
Healing and, well, no, creating the mattress. That's all I did. And that's not
That
even
is
technically using my staff.
Well, yeah. Also, the use of your staff, we can negotiate on when it happens. That is not nearly strong enough to have drained it. So you've still got your magical spork staff.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, the transmutation power is technically separate from the staff. So
Well, yeah, the staff buffs drastically anything you want to do. You could buff your attack with it if you wanted.
that would be so
Um,
cool.
mhm. For one shot, it triples your attack rating. But that's just one shot, and then your staff is completely used up for the day. Or rather, the encounter. You got to build a new one.
Yeah, I gotta be careful about that because even tripled, my combat isn't much higher than Mimas' normal.
15 is humongous, though, in the levels of the game. After all, you're rolling 2d6.
I suppose.
That is an extra straight up d6 that you don't have to adjust. Anyway, this is going to be a very roleplay heavy scene. Rather, I beg your pardon, session. As Sailor Midas, Lena Strower, is going to be learning the neighborhood, learning the way her powers work, and any other questions to be answered. So, to set the scene, if you please, there's one more picture that I'd like you to put in
All right.
as we get started from the picture, and it is Stella sitting there in. There are also pictures of her starting her day, but that's not as important as where Midas comes in. Where Stella is sitting in the small common area, and that is where Lena will find her for the day after Atlas is headed off.
All right. I'm just looking for it real quick here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that you posted it.
I must have, or I'm a baboon. Hang on a second.
Oh wait, no, here it is. It's in the in character room.
Oh, I didn't put it in the pictures.
Nope.
Oh, silly
I
me.
got it though.
Okay.
Let
Oh
me
yeah, it's just the one with the yoga pants and then the transformation and stuff
stuff. Speaking
and
like
stuff.
Neurosama.
And honestly,
There we go. That picture?
that's the one. And that is what Lena sees when she comes out of her extremely cool, extremely small, quite cramped home in the morning.
That's
The
okay.
Japanese combined bathroom and kitchen is actually plenty big for someone. How small is Lena? Isn't she like 5'1", 5 foot
Yeah,
nothing?
Lena's around 5 foot. She's a tiny. She's very slight.
Oh,
Tends to wear clothes that are far too large for her. She today, as she exits the room, she's wearing again a very large sweatshirt and leggings and Crocs. Golden Crocs.
ooh. So her color is yellow and gold. It seems.
Yes. Even though her hair is pink,
Mm,
yellow and gold is the color she tends to go with.
which I think is fantastic. You don't want to layer the color theme too much, do you?
No.
All right, so the vending machine in this common area. By the way, it's a beautiful day outside, which Lena has probably noticed if she sleeps with the windows open. If you don't, your pupils contract in a really painful way.
Oh no, she's got blackout curtains.
Oh yeah, okay, checks out. Checks out. Has she got like a little flat screen TV or something crammed into her sleeping nook with her?
Oh no, she has a tablet. State of
Oh
the art
yes, of
tablet.
course. That's even better.
That way she doesn't have to hook anything up.
Hmm. In this eating area, sorry, hangout area, but you can eat here. There are a few vending machines. Some do the whole hot noodle thing. There's one that does snacks, and there's the one you can see behind Stella there, which says "drink" in kanji. That is the beverage station. There's also a coffee one over there. And the thing is, they aren't free, but they are so cheap. It's almost more fun than them being free. It's what it cost, like when you were 10.
Oh, that's fun.
I know, right? Isn't that even better than like coming across a free vending machine? Like if you found a Coke machine that was 50 cents, that would make my day.
Hell yeah. Or like Walmart used to have ones with their store brand that were 25 cents a can.
Oh my gosh. I
That
forgot
was my
about that.
favorite. Cause yeah, cause
Mm.
like when I was a kid, I remember going there and I didn't have like a lot of money. I didn't get much allowance. So it was like I can get a soda pop.
Yeah, it's mine. Yeah, my church by the gymnasium, now that I think of it, had a 7-Up machine that was 50 cents each, and
Hell
all of us
yeah.
were just, yeah, the whole youth group was just like, this is the best place. I'm going to save my money when I'm out for pop and wait. This is three cans of Coke instead of one.
According to somebody on X, I'm a boomer though, so maybe I shouldn't talk so nostalgically.
Oh no. Oh, we're from a
I
cooler time.
know.
Oh. Somebody on X who doesn't know what boomers are. They just think they're better than older generations. That's fine because Gen Alpha is going to be way worse than them.
That's true. Gen
Hmm.
Alpha's
Hmm.
screwed.
Oh my
Not
god.
to get too distracted, but Gen Alpha's pretty screwed.
Right. Oh, this is the future where that just never happened.
Yay!
So, before we actually get started, which we were about to do, does anyone in chat have any like questions? And silly questions happen, but like any questions?
That's a nice thing to ask, hipster.
Hmm.
Very smart.
I'm a nice boy.
You're a bear.
I'm a nice bear. I can be both. I identify as a bear boy. Will there be any? Says BM Lex. If any romance occurs, it will be discussed off camera. Hinted at during session, but this is about gonna be the Sailor Moon show level, and there was some romance, absolutely. But it was never. I have to adjust my camera. Hang on, I'm driving myself nuts.
But is your
Okay.
camera falling over or something?
No, not falling over. It's just that my eyes constantly are going the wrong way for me, and I'm going to commit Sudoku if I can't fix this. Okay. But as far as that's concerned, whatever, NPCs are prevalent. Player romance, workplace romance is, kind of weird. But I understand if anyone wants to get with Stella. I mean, oh, how old is Lena, by the way? I know it's an adult instead of like Sailor Moon when they were in high school.
I haven't thought about it. She's probably mid-20s.
Mid-20s. Okay, cool.
Mid-20s, old enough to be lead in a department when she's gifted, but not crazy young. I think that's
Okay,
about right.
great. And since Dyson 13, which is the name of their corpo nation, by the way, it's one of the smaller ones. They're the first ones with the synthetic Senshi plan. And the idea is quality over quantity because other uh, other corpo nations build a bunch of or spawn a lot of things like Yoma or things similar to Cardians, etc. Um, the Starseed kind of sailors might be under research elsewhere. Ooh,
Well, yeah, if you get a starseed sailor soldier, like I imagine that they're much more powerful than the synthetic soldiers, right?
if they
Like if you
exist,
get a Sailor Moon or a Sailor Venus or a Sailor Jupiter or a Star Healer or whatever.
yeah. I mean, if we're talking about the Starlights, look out. Uh, I was thinking more like Iron Mouse.
Oh, okay.
Iron Mouse, or else the ones that they take a star seed from, and they're like Sailor Chef or whatever they were. Oh man, I'm sorry. Oh, wait a second, you're talking about Wiley Burp's lazy eye, dude. Dude, that's ableist of you, and also correct. By the way, I love this little GM screen because I have the actual one in front of me that has all the pertinent info. Yeah, look at that.
I edited it this morning. I found somebody on DeviantArt made a DM screen. And I used that outline to kind of warp the actual DM screen that's included with the purchase so that you had one.
Yep, big appreciation there. And hey, this is actually an easy peasy easy peasy Japanesey thing that I can send you. If you'd like to just throw there's another image that, can wait.
Mm.
But if you want to just toss up what Sailor Mimus's stats are, there you go. Bam.
Oh, you sent me a picture. Okay.
Sure did. Oh, sent you two.
Save image.
Save image.
You know what I'm gonna watch soon is Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon, the live action one. I haven't watched that in a long time.
Oh, that's the only thing I think I haven't seen. Well, maybe one of the new movies. But I've been binging because I really want to do well. I'd love it if these sessions became weekly.
That would be so fun.
Hmm.
I'm covering you up for a second, chat. Here's Sailor Mimas. Her body is crazy.
I mean, you can tell. You've seen the character sheets. Okay.
Auga.
Turn into the wolf. Oh God. I, I mean, oh, there's the snort. There is one of the moons of Saturn is Fenrir, so you know.
Let's see here.
Yes, yes, she is.
And then, did you want me to share
Also,
the picture of Peep?
not yet.
Okay.
Well, actually, just really shortly, but not this second.
Okay.
First, there'll be a bit of talking. If you want to toss up the character image of Sailor Mimas, or rather, Stella, she got cake. She got back. Is that what you said?
She beefy.
Oh, Stella, she beefy. Okay.
Stella, she beefy. That one, right?
Stella, yeah, Stella, she beefy. That's so funny. That's how you find her when you go down hungry in the morning after feeding. I'll remember your cat's name eventually. What is it?
Iris.
Iris. Okay, I'll just remember the Hololive. Byrus. It's Iris. Um, After feeding Iris, who is your fluffy Persian calico.
No, yeah, she's Calico.
Okay. You're friendly, and is she friendly to everybody? Is she kind of skittish? Is she
No,
just
she's a very
your
friendly
homie?
kitty.
Oh, good. We love those. So maybe we'll eventually see her down in the common area.
Yeah.
So, down you come. This is who you see, and this is how you see her, and you spot immediately the newspaper headline.
I look around. Is anybody here other than her?
Nope. You see that the garbage can has been used. There is a bowl on top of it, so the ramen machine was enjoyed.
Okay. I'm gonna shuffle over and go get. Do they have like? Okay, this is such a silly question. But do they have like the warm drinks that you get at some Japanese drink machines? Like you can get the corn potage and the tomato soup in the cans and stuff.
Well, I mean, they have got in the cans, huh? Well, I was saying a ramen machine and a coffee machine.
Okay.
But if those things are popular enough, I think you're a bigger weeb than me. Those sound cool. Yes, yes, there is one.
Okay. Lena's gonna shuffle over, go put her money in the machine, and get out a can of corn potage. I think that's how you pronounce it. The corn
Please
soup.
describe to me what that is. Oh, just
It's
just
it's like a
corn
corn
soup.
soup. Yeah. They come in cans and they
Oh.
come like heated.
Oh my gosh, I have to try one of those when I finally go to glorious Nihongo. All right. And it's, the highest quality stuff for the lowest possible price, which is great. And by the way, you see your check, or rather an envelope with your name on it, that is in the little drop box. And if I assume you go to open it,
Yeah.
your pay has quadrupled.
Whoa. Oh wow, Kip. Chad is down bad for Stella.
Yeah. Thank you. I had a lot of fun designing her and her backstory and her look. AI art is so fun, guys. If you're doing an RPG, dude, I mean, obviously support real artists because they can do stuff that AI can't quite. But when you look at this, like for the purpose of an RPG, I can throw up a scene, I can throw a scene together like that, and it took me about half an hour tops. Just lovely. Now there are a few different tables you could opt to sit at.
Okay.
Stella is just kind of staring off into absolute nothingness.
I am going to shuffle. I say shuffle because Lena tends to drag her feet. She's very quiet
Okay.
though.
Okay.
Um, did I end up? Oh no, did I not end up giving it to her? Her initial version, she was able to hide very, very well, but I must have removed that because of.
Oh, no, it's fine. First 3 sessions, my rule for a new system is always, every single time, look at your sheet. Do you want to adjust something within reason? We so can. So if you're like, I don't want to be able to create a mattress to save Sailor Mimas's life anymore, I'll say no because it was impactful. Um, Something like that, please do. Absolutely. What
Oh,
would
I'm
you
not.
like to get rid? I mean, a lot of these.
That's the thing. A lot of this is necessary. It was
Mm,
just
mm,
flavorful,
mm.
really. So she'll shuffle over noisily. She won't be quiet like I initially intended. But that I had to change things around to make them work. So
Yeah, I mean, healing is 2 points per rank. Not that I'm trying to. Hang on.
sorry.
There we go. No, it's fine.
Gonna make a D&D character named Stella Shabifi.
Stella. That sounds like a monk if ever there was one. If you pronounce it right, Stella Shibifi. And see how long it takes someone to notice.
um so I'll go over to Stella and kind of perch on the edge of one of the chairs that's near her. Are we in trouble?
Stella startles slightly, then looks over and sort of smiles. She's doing her best, clearly, to not look shaken or anything like that. How is Lena with social cues? Probably not the best, but smart people are insightful sometimes.
Not great. She's not like she's not awful with them, but she's not great with them either.
Okay. Well, she can definitely pick up in that case that Stella is kind of far away mentally, but good morning. You sleep okay?
Not great, but okay.
Oh, what's wrong? She sits up a little bit straighter, obviously concerned about your comfort.
Lena startles a little bit at the sudden attention. Nightmare.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, which one did you have?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Mm. No, that's fine. That's fine. Um, Ever since I went through the process, I've had absolutely awful, vivid nightmares every evening, and I sorry, I didn't wanna say anything. I don't know, I feel kinda bad. She twiddles her thumbs. Maybe I should have warned you ahead of time, but I didn't wanna scare you in case it didn't happen.
No, it's okay. I was the one who like jumped into a weird machine. That was me. That's
That's
not your
true.
fault.
We could make a game out of this, eventually, once we get used to it. Every morning, we compare notes and see whose nightmare is the worst.
Nightmare bingo.
Hey, all right. I love this. See, we are making uh lemonade out of lemons.
You know, kaiju.
Anyway,
That's actually something that is a side effect of the process. You right? There's a certain amount of things that you had on a table for the
that's
process
right.
that can be side effects. And
That's
poor
right.
yep. Sorry, you go ahead.
No, it's fine. If you look at their character sheets, you'll see that nightmares is on both of them. That's going to be the new standard. The same thing happened to Xavier. So whatever I gave to Lena was what I was going to give to everybody. So that's why that is there. And by the way, defects, they give you extra points. It's listed a little strangely, but if you give yourself one rank in a thing, it gives you a certain number of points back to spend elsewhere.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's not like just a role playing thing.
So,
Anyway, you asked if you're in trouble. Not
yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
She almost thinks about hiding the newspaper and then she shrugs and hands it over. Peep wasn't really happy last night, but he wasn't furious.
No, that's I take the newspaper and look at it and quietly say, "Well, yeah, it's not like it was our fault. We didn't know that would happen."
Yeah. Well, look, I blame myself. Honestly, I should have taken care of your training. I should have absolutely also taken care of Atlas's training. She says, calling him by his sailor name, you might notice. Running a hand through her hair, she looks at you and smiles tentatively. Hey, you got plans for today?
Mm. I was just gonna work on some sewing and stuff, but nothing big.
Oh, right. After you get back from work, I mean, right?
What does work mean anymore? I don't know. So,
Well, aren't you gonna go to the R&D department and your cubicle's still waiting for you?
I'm gonna skip today.
I'm just messing with you. She gives your shoulder a push. No, you'll never have to do that again unless you want to.
She visibly kind of falls forward happily. Like she was bluffing. She was scared. She go, "Oh, good. Okay." I mean,
You-
I like making stuff, but this was a lot. This was a lot. That's all she
Yeah.
says.
She shrugs and spreads her hands. Look, you can do this as a free time thing. I think that if you wanted to sell it to the company, it's a freelance. If you want it for yourself, great. But it's a hobby now for you.
That's that's perfect, honestly. Hi, Judge.
Right?
I'm doing well,
Uh,
Judge. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt, Gipster.
oh, okay. It's totally fine. Is Judge a Rumble friend?
Judge is over on YouTube.
A YouTube friend. Hi, Judge. Good morning. It's still morning. Still morning here. So, I think that you know what? She slaps her hand on the table and sits a little bit straighter. I think I'm your manager now. So, after breakfast, we're gonna go train. She says, almost convincing herself she is the authority figure.
What? The manager? Am I an idol?
You could be.
I don't want to be. I was
Okay.
making a joke. She twiddles her thumbs.
Of course, it is very well known that Sailor Mimas has been used, this says the GM, as propaganda / advertisement / PSA. They want everyone to know that the synthetic Senshi program is boy oh boy fantastic. The best program, the very best. Other programs not as good. They're lame. Other people may want to buy what they're selling, but no, they won't be allowed to. And also, it's for the citizens of Dyson 13, and it seems as though it is just absolutely in good faith wanting to make them feel better that we are now building superheroes. But Sailor Mimas has practically risen to idol status because of that.
What does training mean?
Well, there's a lot of things that I don't think you understand that you're able to do.
Okay.
For example, we can fly, she says very casually.
What?
We can fly, she says in the exact same tone of voice.
Huh.
I think I saw you use a force field last night, unless I'm misremembering.
Maybe. I don't. Last night was weird. I don't remember if.
Well, we can make those. We can fly into Atmo without safety gear. Atmo being inside Saturn.
Wow. I didn't realize.
And no, we can also fly into outer space, but that is not as fun. So we don't want to train that today, I think.
What? Outer space.
Yes.
Oh, okay. She looks disbelieving.
Stella seems to pick up on your doubt. Steeples her fingers, Gendo style, and sits forward. Finish your soup.
Alina takes a deep breath and chugs it all down.
Okay, let's go to the roof. She stands up and heads toward the door with roof access.
All right. Alina puts the can on the table and follows her. At a safe distance. She doesn't seem to like to stay too close to people. She likes to trail behind.
All right, that is something that Stella is probably not quite observant enough to note, but notes it. This is not the tallest building in the world. It's only 3 stories tall. It does have an overhang once you reach the top of the stairs with the door at the end of it. Stella has her employee ID. Oh, yes, GM made a choice. By the way, the IDs you do need, the wrist things you don't.
Okay.
And that is not because it was too much of a pain in the butt to try to explain to the AI what they look like. And I don't want you to think that's why.
Got it. Totally not the reason.
Purely narrative choice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely believe you.
Good, because otherwise someone would be getting a disadvantage on the next roll. At the top of the stairs, Mimas takes her employee badge and says, "All right, let's do this." She swipes the badge across her arm, her normal unmessed with arm, and says, "Sailor Mimas, clock in." And then there's an amazing transformation sequence that I could not find any AI to do, but it's Sailor Moon style. It's excessively cool, and she is now transforming.
I guess I'll join her. The
All right.
the name that I had down here kind of doesn't match with the name that she just did. Do you just say the name and then clock in?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Understood. Sailor Midas clock in? Question mark?
Okay, and so you do. Another amazingly cool transformation sequence. Our viewers have amazing audiences.
Amazing
Imagination.
audiences.
They themselves have amazing audiences if they haven't. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
golden, very gold. A lot of gold for Midas's.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we do have a picture of the two of them together.
See if I can find it here. Here it is. That's where you see she's kind of a muscle mommy. Not Lena.
Not Lena.
But Mimas.
Yes, Mimas.
So, Lena's pigtails do grow. They grow in size and get very long. Oh, excuse me. I don't mean to yawn into the microphone. That just came out of nowhere.
That's okay. All right. Upon transformation, Sailor Mimas opens the door, puts her arm around your shoulders. All right. So this is only scary the first time.
What's only scary the first
time? She is bringing you to the edge of the roof.
I don't like this.
Are you going to struggle against this?
As much as Lena can struggle, which is not much because her body is 3.
Okay,
so
opposed body check.
All right.
2d6.
2d6 plus body, or just 2d6.
Right. 2d6 plus body.
Where did they? Hello, dice roll. There we go. 6. 7, 8, 9.
6, 9. That will not be enough. All right. So, with a encouraging smile and a thumbs up, she shoves you off the roof. Give me a, let's see here. Give me a soul check. 2d6 plus 8. Let me go ahead and just set what the difficulty rating would be here. Quick, fast.
2d6 plus 8. Okay. Rolling now. 13.
Oh, yeah. Excellent. So, you plummet toward the ground, but you arrest your falling within about 5 feet of it, and you find yourself hovering and quite mobile.
What? I don't.
Sailor Mimas floats down beside you. You guys are, by the way, in an alley, so you're not absolutely hidden.
This is so scary.
What do you mean? Scary? This is great.
Okay, she'll carefully test movement.
Okay, give me a mind check.
A mind check, okay. 2d6 plus 8 again, right?
Yep.
15.
Sorry, say again?
15.
That'll do. All right. You, couple of baby steps here and there, but soon you find yourself moving about in the air almost as gracefully as walking. There is almost no sense of weight whatsoever.
This is so weird.
Hi. Get used to it.
Hi, Ultra American. How you doing? Sorry, just saying hi to people.
That's fine.
Sorry.
No, I just said, no, that's fine about you saying sorry about saying hi to people.
So I slowly get used to walking in the air and kind of moving in the air. This is very strange. Midas still looks kind of terrified, but she's a little more confident. Can we do this all the time?
We have to be transformed, but yeah.
Do we have to hold our breath in space?
No, I don't. No, I did the first time. Then I sneezed, and I was fine.
That's... How does that... That doesn't make sense. I don't... Her scientist brain kicks in, and she seems to really struggle with the knowledge that now she doesn't have to breathe. If she doesn't want to, which seems either that or she can now breathe in outer space, which is scientifically impossible. And boy, she seems to be having some kind of an internal problem with that.
All right. Well, Sailor Mimas, with her mind of 4, tilts her head and looks confused at you being confused, waiting for you to say something, because obviously you're thinking really hard.
Oh, okay, is all she says after a long moment of thought. Okay. I'm flying.
After all, what do you know about Yoma?
Nothing really.
Oh, all right. Well, you're going to learn a lot about those. After all, you encountered your first one yesterday.
Yeah, he was a lot.
Hey, you did really well, and I agree he was a lot. By miles, that is the strongest Yoma I have ever faced.
Really?
Yeah, you saved my life, by the way. I can never, ever thank you enough. I will do my best by you.
Now Lena blushes and kind of looks down. She's like, "Oh, well, good. I'm happy that I could help."
She grabs your hands, and obviously, no real consideration. She thinks everyone has no personal bubble, and kind of gives them a firm shake. Honestly, I know that I don't seem like I know what I'm doing, and a little bit that's true, she admits. I haven't ever had to train somebody else. Peep has always just given me directions, and I have followed them. So if you have a question, ask.
Okay. I thought you were like really good at teaching us and stuff, so if that makes you feel better.
She grimaces and rubs the back of her neck. Thanks. I haven't ever. This has just been me, you know? And I don't know if I'm a leader.
Well, you seem like you might be. It's okay.
I'll do my best. Anyway, she lands. Let's see. What else can we do? Oh, right. She closes her eyes, and you hear in your head, "You got this?"
Lena actually screams and then clasps her hands over her mouth because that was bizarre. Ah!
Mimas is clearly startled. Are you okay? What did I do? Oh, God.
Yeah, you just... I heard you in my head.
Okay. Whew. Yeah, I was supposed to do that. Grandpa told me this was something that we'd be able to do, and I'm as excited as you are.
Psychics are real, huh? She looks very confused again.
I guess.
Huh.
We are. Let me just... She closes her eyes and focuses again, and you get a very vague sense of effort, but you get no words this time. Sailor Mimas goes, "Oh, okay, all right. So, long-form messages we can't send, only small things. That's good to know."
Okay, I close my eyes without prompting, and I think really hard, and I try to say meow. Meow. Like Neurosama might.
Sailor Mimas looks surprised, and then she laughs. Okay, I got that.
Okay. Weird. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Let me think. Oh. Oh, she looks surprised and then vanishes from in front of you and appears directly overhead.
Like Dragon Ball Z style?
Yeah, just
Instant transmission? Whoa! How'd you do that?
I don't know. This is just something that I learned that I could do after I read about it from the files that Grandpa handed me. So I just tried, I focused, and it works.
Okay, let me try. Midas is getting a little more excited about these abilities now that the weirdness of flying has passed.
Okay, give me a soul roll, please.
$14.
That is enough. Obviously, the rolls we're looking for are pretty low here. They're
Thankfully,
not auto wins.
my dice luck is following me to D6s now.
Yeah. Hey, we'll take it. You are able to do so. Where would you like to appear?
Right in front of her. Like right in front of her.
All right. It works out. Sailor Mimas laughs and holds up her hand for a high five.
There's a long pause before very timid hand raises up and goes, and gives her an itty bitty little high five.
Okay, she looked for a second nervous that you were going to leave her hanging, and then grins. Okay. Oh, she raises her hand up and swings it at your arm. And it happens very suddenly, and an instant before it happens, give me a soul roll.
12.
12. Yeah, wow, your dice are following you. That is enough, but it is barely enough.
Nah.
Yeah. If your dice do a 1 and a 2, obviously, you fail this. The instant before the impact, you know it's going to happen. But it is barely an impact. It's just kind of like a... Bah. How do you feel about that? She asks.
How do I feel about that? Well, I don't... what do you mean?
Were you surprised?
Not a lot, I guess.
Great. We get that too. The moment before something occurs, I'll sometimes know it's about to happen.
Oh, that's weird.
I see that you've learned how the defensive force field works already from yesterday. Your instincts served you well.
Thanks, I tried.
I also saw... Yeah, good job. Also, you made a mattress appear out of thin air. I cannot do that. I do not know why you can.
Oh, is that weird?
I mean, mostly it's cool, but I guess it's weird. I guess we're all weird, though. None of us have any idea what we're doing.
I wonder... Midas closes her eyes and tries to create a second mattress on the ground beneath them.
Okay. Give me... Okay, this time it's going to be opposed. Please give me a... give me a mind roll.
Is that 2d6 or 1d6?
2d6 plus your 8.
14.
14. Give me a second here. I think you win. Man, your rolls are poopy.
Yeah, I'm just used to it at this point.
Well, luckily you have twice as many points into mind. So It appears beneath Mimas. She makes a surprised noise, windmills her arms, and falls down on her butt onto the mattress. She looks up at you, startled.
I wanted to see if I could do it again.
That was amazing.
Should I try something else? Do you want me to try something?
Yes, a pizza. She stands up.
Okay. Now Midas is clearly invested. She kind of holds her hands up and thinks really hard and tries to create a pizza.
Okay. You will now automatically succeed on these unless they happen to impact somebody else directly. So like the mattress, for example, would always be an opposed soul check.
Dude, I want magical pizza making abilities.
Yeah, I mean, everyone on Earth does. So, give me a mind check, and 2d6.
Hi, Pride. How's it going?
Oh,
Thank you for the
Pride.
bits. Welcome in. It's good to see ya. We've got a 15 on that roll.
A 15. Okay. So, a pizza, I'm assuming you wanted it in a box.
Yes, not just loose.
Okay. What kind of pizza did you want?
I want chicken Alfredo broccoli pizza.
God, I'm ravenous now.
I know, that's my favorite pizza.
All right, the delectable scent immediately hits your nose. Any kind of crust you wanted.
Crunchy crust, thin crust.
All right. Okay. It is already cut the way you want it cut, into either squares or triangles. Either way, it is perfectly symmetrical.
Little squares. You gotta have little squares when you have thin crust pizza.
Agreed. Okay, well, there it is waiting.
It worked! She seems the most excited she has been this entire process for this pizza. And she immediately grabs a piece and starts wolfing it down.
It is really, really good. It is not the best you've ever had, but it's really, really good.
You should try this!
All right. Stella sits down. Sorry, Sailor Mimas sits down on the mattress, crosses her legs, and just helps you inhale the whole thing. You are the best of us, she enthuses, around a mouthful of pizza.
This is so cool.
This is so cool.
So
All right, between the two of you. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so they sit there eating the whole pizza.
Okay, wow, Lena can really put it away.
Well, she's a tiny anime woman. That's like part of the rules.
My God, you're right. You're right. Like Usagi devouring everything.
Or
ever.
Lena Inverse.
I forgot about Lena Inverse.
She tiny and she eats a lot.
That is absolutely correct. All right. So, Sailor Bimas sort of wipes her gloves on the mattress because this mattress doesn't matter. It's not real. Okay, that was incredible. I don't know how to do that. Wait a second. She closes her eyes and focuses really, really hard. Opens them. How did you do that? Did you just think about
I just thought about
wanting it there?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. She closes her eyes and focuses again, and nothing happens. Thereby proving to you and her that you have powers beyond what she can do.
Well, I guess if you ever want anything, I'll make it for you. You just gotta let me know.
No, that's fine, she says, trying not to sound mildly jealous. Oh, that's okay. That's good. That's great. I appreciate that. Actually, I do. I just wish I could do it. Well, that's all I can think of right now. Oh, also, she snaps and points. We're immortal.
Pardon?
Well, not immortal, but I don't think anyone from the Moon Kingdom has died of old age yet. but we're that now.
Oh.
Yeah, she grimaces. So, whenever you have a chance to spend as much time as possible with family and dear friends, you're probably going to want to do that.
Yeah. That's kind of scary.
I know. I usually go back and forth on how happy I am about it.
Hi, Baldy.
Yo, Baldy!
Yeah, okay. I get it. Spend more time with my kitty cat, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, that was going to happen anyway. She looks a little bit embarrassed as she said that. Looks down. I'm sorry, that was insensitive.
It's okay. We're doing good, Baldy. Playing some Sailor Moon RPG. Just kind of kicking it. Today's my last stream before I go out of town. Yep, just kicking it. Do you know what I am saying?
You know what I am saying?
I love G-Fresh.
Oh, everyone loves G-Fresh.
I think...
Now I just...
Oh, sorry.
It's your stream. What are you going to say?
I was going to say, next time we have a movie night, we should just make it a Trey Parker, Matt Stone movie night and watch Basketball Cannibal and Orgasmo.
That's a wonderful idea. Also, you just made me realize I got to make a G-Fresh sushi bar somewhere in this neighborhood.
Take your ass out of my sushi bar.
Yo, mama! Yo, mama!
Yeah, we're going to need to do that. Hi, Greglis! Oh, you got back from the farmer's market, Baldy? Oh, that sounds nice.
This stream has done nothing but make me very hungry.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad I actually ate before, so I'm happy for that.
Big braid cephalopod.
Well, thank you.
I think this counts as training.
I think so.
Mimis stands up, sort of dusts her hands off on her skirt and thinks for a second, then turns back into Stella. No issues, no effort whatsoever.
Okay, so Lena will follow her example and change back into Lena. Looking a little unsteady as she does so because she's still getting used to the idea of transforming.
Do you have any questions for me? She asks while starting to walk toward the front door of your shared building.
So are we always like on call and stuff? She hustles behind her.
Well, I mean, yeah, kind of obviously, right? She shrugs. And she says that not in like a insulting way, but like yeah, sort of way. It comes with that. It comes with a lot of pay, but I have had a week where I have gotten 5 hours of sleep for 7 days. You probably expected that though, right?
I mean, I guess, yeah. It's not like we were getting lots of sleep before anyway.
Right. And also, I don't know if this is going to involve the three of us not getting as much sleep and always going out together or having shifts, which could be great.
She kind of stops and waits a moment. I'm not sure that I could do this stuff alone.
Huh? Why? She stops and turns around, looking at you, surprised.
When we fought Buff Guy, nothing I did anything to him. It just made him pose. He just thought it was funny.
Oh, well, she shrugs. Hey, like I said, that's the strongest Yoma I have ever seen. It took all three of us, and you contributed. I think this might be a practice makes perfect situation, you know?
Okay. Fingers crossed.
Anyway, yeah. This was great success. You want to go hang out?
Yeah.
I can show you around.
Unexpectedly, Lena even surprises herself and she goes, yeah, and looks up and then kind of covers her mouth, realizing that she's having a fun time with people, and that is not very often that happens.
Stella, for her part, looks really enthused. She is shaken out of the doldrums, out of how that newspaper headline read about how a new Senshi saved the day, but leave a mess. Okay, great. Let me get my purse, and I will. We've got a nice downtown. We have a really good mall. It is the weekend, so there are fantastic, interesting sales on either. Well, what do you reckon?
Sorry, you might have to repeat the second half of that, Kipster, because when you said, let me get my purse, I thought you were saying that in real life, and I started laughing really.
Why would you think that?
I don't know! Let me get my purse.
Why would you think that for a moment?
I don't know, but that's what ran through my head, and I didn't hear the second half of what you said because of it. I'm so sorry.
Okay, please nobody clip that, because I don't want that soundbite floating around. I appreciate you all for not doing that.
Sorry, I was going through this entire process of, why does he have a purse? What could be in his purse that he needs? Are there dice in there? Like, I guess I keep dice in my purse sometimes. I don't...
You are problematic.
I guess.
I guess. So anyway, Stella goes in to get her purse. And I'm assuming Lena has one, unless she keeps everything in her giant baggy hoodie pockets.
She does.
Okay.
She doesn't go shopping much herself. Most of her stuff is delivered to her.
DoorDash. She's a shut-in in the future.
Yeah. All
Nothing
of her supplies for cosplaying she gets through delivery services.
Nobody goes outside in the future either.
No, why would you?
Because this is the retro 90s sci-fi future and anime style as Sailor Moon. Guess what?
What?
We go outside in this world, and people keep malls and downtowns popping.
Yay, malls!
Yes! Busy, busy,
malls.
busy. Who doesn't? All right-thinking people love malls.
When I go on my medical trip this week, there is a mall in the town, and I'm considering going just to go visit and see what it's like.
Yeah. Absolutely, you should do that. That sounds amazing. Hopefully it's busy. Dead malls are just so sad.
I was about to say, hopefully it's not a dead mall, but I guess we'll find out.
You don't want to go on your medical trip and then just find a ghost town. You know, that would not be...
That would be sad. My guess
that would
is...
not help morale.
My guess is it'll be interesting, but I'll take some pictures and stuff when I go to show you guys.
Oh, sweet deal. I'm excited about that. All right. So, true to her word, Stella brings you to the mall, and there are sales everywhere. She wants to go into a few department stores to get cool clothing, some cool jackets, a lot of, definitely some jeans and t-shirts, but she's also spending time looking at a lot of girly stuff that may or may not bother, or rather, not interest Lena.
Lena kind of hangs out with her for all of it because it does interest Lena. She is actually very girly, but very internally and in private. So she likes looking at these things that she can dress up for the camera in her room and take pictures and then show anonymous people online and never, ever, ever identify herself.
Right. So she is also a VTuber. Are you projecting on this character?
What? No!
What? Ma'am, no, we wouldn't.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Such a good movie. Oh, hang
Hot
on a
dogs.
second. I'm about to get... There we go. Hot dogs. I want hot dogs. My God.
Hot dogs.
How do I? .web.
How do you, .web?
Just a second here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to report that person. And then we're going to go ahead and block that person. You got a bot.
I got a bot. It didn't even show up. You were so quick on it.
Oh,
I didn't see it on my chat. Thank you.
Absolutely. Likely ban evader, you see.
Oh, yeah, I use Streamlabs chat consolidation, so I guess maybe sometimes that stuff doesn't show up. Thank you for taking care of that.
Yeah, do what I can. Do what I can. Oh, there we go. Boom. Boom, baby. All right, so bags aplenty. You guys are walking down the hallway of this very, very busy mall, and you see sale signs everywhere. As a corner is turned, Stella hanging a left, you glance to the right, and you see a store that's called Yara Otaku.
Okay, I grab her arm immediately.
It is a very large storefront. There is a very huge sale. Sign says 10 to 60% off. All cosplay items. Stella stops, and of course you're not able to pull her, and she looks at you. What?
I want to go here. Point.
Okay. Sure. So she goes and gets into the very orderly line with you. Drums her hands on her knees and looks around. It looks like this line might take 45 minutes to an hour and a half.
Oh. I can wait here alone. It's okay. Did you know? Hey, did you know? She kind of begins twiddling her thumbs again. I cosplay. And
I didn't know that. No.
Before she says this all very quietly. Before I became one of the soldier thingies, I was going to cosplay you. Is it okay if I do?
She blushes just absolutely neon. I guess. Rubs the back of her neck.
I didn't want to do it without asking you. That would actually be like really rude and stuff.
Okay. She's still blushing tremendously, and she kind of takes a step back. I am going to. She snaps and gives you double finger guns. Obviously, this is not her not wanting to hang around. This is just sheer overwhelming, not even knowing what to do with herself. Yeah, you can hang out here. I am going to go. She looks around. I'm gonna go that way. Points down the hall.
Have fun.
Just let me know when you're done.
Lena nods vigorously and goes back to waiting politely in line. She's very good at that.
All right. Stella power walks away with her head down, still glowing in the dark. So you wait, and you wait, and you wait. And after about... Okay, well, that's not the worst ever. About an hour, you find yourself allowed into the store. And it's pretty, it's moderately crowded, but it's also evident that the line is to not make it shoulder to shoulder. Nobody able to buy 20 of something and scalp it.
Damn scalpers.
I know. So now you know we're living in a fantasy game.
Yeah. Scalpers aren't ruining every hobby.
Right. Maybe I should have them appear at some point.
Just as an enemy?
As an enemy. Yeah, just to get something out of our system.
Scalupa! Yoba.
Oh, Yomas can talk, dude.
Oh, right. Sorry, I was thinking of Cardians.
Yeah, Cardians are Pokemon. Which would actually be correct. Okay.
So in the store, she begins searching for things for her Sailor Mimas cosplay that she had considered doing before becoming a soldier.
All right. You find just endless amounts of stuff. So many different options. A lot of stuff to do with Sailor Mimas. In fact, she is popular enough that she has got a rack. You can make all of this better.
Okay.
If you took this, you could modify it and absolutely just steal the show.
Hell
While you're
yeah.
looking, a lady with twin tails and a jacket that says staff on it, and a red shirt with a practically nonsensical kanji approaches you. Hey there! She leans in. She doesn't stink, but she could. Welcome in. How you doing? What are you looking for? Can I help you?
I'm just looking for stuff for Mimas cosplay.
Mimas cosplay. Okay. All right. Yeah, we got some of that. I see you found a lot. But
Yeah.
she gives you a very, very thorough once-over. Okay. We've got the best stuff in the back.
You do?
Yes. For, well, let's call it 10,000 yen, I can bring you to the back room.
What kind of stuff do you have back there?
Collectibles, some Sailor Mimas things that have not yet been released. There is going to be a Dalma, which is an off-brand Figma for the purpose of...
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And I can tell how passionate you are. So, yeah? Okay.
Hell yeah. Out of character, I just got a raise. I'm going to be a little irresponsible with my money. I've earned this. I hand over the 10,000 yen.
All right. Well, surprised as she is that you have got cash. She yeah, this way. And takes you into the back room. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Of course.
So, yes, indeed. There are a lot of really cool things back there. There are some very cool katanas on the wall, none of which have any signs on them that could be used to bully anybody by horrible bull cow streamers. But very cool from modern shows and some and there are also some pretty obscure ones that only a real weeb like you would know about. And sure enough, there are some brand kickin' new that you have never even heard mentioned of. Sailor Mimas figurines on the shelf.
Oh. Why do you keep these back here?
Oh, they haven't come out yet. No, take your time looking.
Okay, so
All right.
she begins looking over the figures, very much considering getting one for Stella.
Oh my god. Fangirl.
Yeah.
She is pretty great. Hey, what's your favorite thing she does?
I like her attacks. Her attacks are very cool.
Absolutely. All right, so while you are looking, I am going to need to ask you for a mind check.
I knew this neat was up to something.
It's just not very neat at all.
14.
14. Wow. Plus your precognition. You know something threatening is happening behind you the split second before gurgling, wicked laughter erupts. And the shelf next to you explodes. Well, not the whole thing, but a gachapon capsule smashes into it and explodes into a tiny figurine of popular anime character of your choice. And let's see here. Let's see. We'll say it's Noku,
Noku.
who looks up at you, fires a tiny Kamehameha blast, which you are able to duck, and Noku vanishes with a little.
Okay, I turn around trying to see where the hell that gotcha ball came from.
All right, hold on, just the hottest of seconds. Let's see if I can get you the highest possible quality version of this. No, hang on, I'm still learning how my good buddy Copilot works.
That's okay.
On browser. Here we go. Okay, wait. And buy you.
Hi, Shuang. How's it going today? I'm about to get into a fight.
Okay. So now you are able to drop this in to show everyone what you see when you turn around behind you.
His picture. Hold on. All right, save that. Properties, browse. She's got one of those Yu-Gi-Oh arm things.
She has. And across her back, you see a smoking cannon with a small glass case on her back that I was never able to render right, although I tried very hard to. That is loaded with gachapon balls. The cannon is smoking.
Is there anybody else in here with me?
Nope. Just you, and a steel shutter slams shut that will be holding this room apart from the main room.
I'm gonna transform.
Right in front of her.
Oh, I thought she's a Yoma. Isn't she a Yoma?
She sure looks like one.
Do they remember? Do they know that kind of stuff?
Well, the last one talked, but he didn't seem very smart.
Okay, I guess I'll hold off for now. I kind of put my hands up like I can fight, but I can't. You should let me out now.
You'll do, you filthy nerd! You see that katakana on her shirt is absolutely just gibberish. That symbol means nothing, which is extra hard to do in this future where English and kanji and katakana and even hiragana are all blended together. She found a way to make it wrong.
No, I think you should open.
Your energy will do nicely for the boss. And now I'm going to need from you a combat roll. Oh wait, you haven't transformed yet.
No, I was actually going to send a telepathic message to Mimas.
And what are you going to say in it?
Help! She knows where I'm at. Help!
All right. About 60 seconds before the wall explodes. In the meanwhile, go ahead and roll combat. Oh, well, maybe
7. I rolled 2 ones.
7 total. You always make it happen, Captain.
Yep. The dice sure do hate me.
The Yoma has another opportunity to attack you. she shoots another gachapon ball at you, and I also have a random table for these. So much fun. Okay.
You just woke up, Zhuang? Well, I hope that you have a good day. It's beautiful out here. I am excited to go out for a walk after this or something. What are you giggling about?
Okay, so she fires the gachapon at you. That was for initiative. So now this is going to be an opposed combat roll. I hope you roll better than this. Okay, that wasn't great on my part.
Roll 13.
13.
I finally rolled
13.
decently.
That is decent. I think you actually win this one. Yes, you do. All right. You manage to dodge away. The gachapon ball explodes and a Beyblade shoots out. It spins across the room and burrows into the wall.
I don't really have a choice but to transform in front of her, do I?
Seems pretty dangerous. It is your turn. You could try to fight her without transforming, but I'll tell you for free.
Yeah.
There are nerfs if you try to fight without any combat attributes. If you're not transformed.
I'll transform. I have to. I don't have a choice. She's a Yoma, so hopefully she won't remember this.
Well, I mean, hopefully you can make it so she doesn't remember this.
That would be the hope. So, Sailor Midas, clock in.
All right. So the transformation happens. The Yoma.
Hi, Hamu. How's it going?
Back.
Oh, yay. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Hemstar's here. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome in. How you doing? We're playing some Sailor Moon RPG.
The Yoma, absolutely shocked as you transform in front of her, raises her hand and flips it forward, and that Yu-Gi-Oh! Time to Duel thing snaps forward into a sword.
Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Let's go.
Okay, so now I just rolled, and there is no way that you cannot beat this roll that I just made.
Oh, you shouldn't say that. Combat roll?
That. Go ahead. Yep.
11.
11. Yeah, you win.
Okie dokie.
Definitely expected from there. So, you get to attack first.
All right. I am going to just off the bat, Auric Moon strike, and put my hand up into the air and shoot up the little golden beam. And remember, it splits into stars, kind of like a meteor shower, that rain down on them. That's the thing that made Buff Guy really happy, because it didn't do anything to him.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be proud of my emoting.
It was really funny. It was really funny. It was basically like glitter dust, you know?
Yeah. I had so much fun coming up with emotes for Buff Guy.
So it's 2d6 plus combat?
That's right.
11.
I mean, that's not awful. Hang on. Oh, oops. Dropped that one. They both fell. Hang on.
Oh, you're actually rolling physical dice. Fancy.
Absolutely. You don't get to see what I roll. All right. So.
I love this song.
I'm listening to synthwave retro stuff. 1985 Redux retrowave synthwave.
Oh, see, I'm listening to Magical Future Funk. Magical Future Funk non-stop mix. So it's got a lot of Sailor Moon songs in it.
That sounds dope. You should share that with me next time we play.
Sure.
Okay, sorry. Now I got this. And okay, what was your roll?
11.
11. Okay. You win, actually.
Yeah!
Okay. So now that has struck target. please roll 2d6 for the damage.
Just a straight 2d6.
Yes, please.
5.
5. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I'm so sorry. Doesn't yours do less damage, but it has a secondary effect? Or did he just want to do full damage? I thought you had something that was like glitter dust and you could blind. Am I misremembering?
No, that's not the case. I've got a negative to my combat rolls, but not to the damage.
I got ya. Okay. And so what was that damage, please?
5.
5. Awesome. The Yoma howls in pain and raises her arms to try to protect herself and hide behind the Yugi no sword shield. You clearly do a goodly amount of damage. Your starbursts scraping across and leaving furrows in the green skin. And yeah, now she stinks when you bust open the skin around her arms.
Ew.
Her septum piercing glows menacingly at you. And it's gross.
No, ew. All right, but now I know that. Now I know that. Now I know that Mimas was not trying to make me feel better, and I can actually hurt things, and that seems to bolster Lena's confidence a lot. She kind of straightens up a little bit.
Yeah, it occurs to you instantly, and maybe partially it's your very mild psychic powers. You think you might be stronger than this thing. All right, let me think about how to actually make you not feel that way. Hang on. Because that first round didn't go the way I hoped it would.
What, I was effective? You weren't counting on me being effective. I don't blame you.
I wasn't counting on you being that effective. Okay, it is going to burn 2 attacks in this one round. First off, it is going to try and invade your psyche. It stares at you, and the gem on its head glows brightly, and that is going to be. That is going to be a soul roll from you. Wait, no, it's your mind. I'm sorry. Mind roll.
That's okay. They're the same. 16.
True. These things keep falling. Okay. So, I'm sorry. That was 16, yeah?
Yep.
And, maybe you're in danger. Hang on. Nope. Darn it. This poor Yoma. So that fails. For a second, you think you feel a touch of vertigo. You stand strong against it. In fact, you can look as intimidating and cool as you want. In fact, why don't you just set up your Sailor Midas character picture? Like, maybe above the Yoma you're fighting.
Sure. Image. Here we go. Oh, I don't have a standalone picture of her.
Yeah, you do. It's in the Discord. You silly Billy.
Where in the Discord? Oh, there it is. I see it.
Okay.
I am being silly. My bad.
Silly Billy.
Ah, she's huge. Ah. There we go. Okay.
Oh, looks like you're totally covering the Yoma. Oh, you're good at that. That was so cool. Okay. Awesome job. So, yeah, that's what's fighting against this Otaki Yoma. It is now, after that failed, going to shoot another Gachapon at you. Okay, I'm rolling on my table. I've got a table, so I have a little extra fun here.
I just thought of something fun I'm gonna do next turn. Head pats, thank you.
I think the best way to describe what is occurring.
Good morning, Emplay. How's it going?
Okay. So an extremely overblown, cartoonish sake bottle that you recognize as being from kind of an ecchi show shoots out at you, and sake splashes forth. Well, sake. Please make a combat roll.
Oh no, I'm not good at those.
Ooh!
13.
Oh no, not even close. In fact, this was critical.
Uh-oh.
So,
There are criticals in this game?
Yes, there are.
No.
Yes, ma'am. So that is 6 damage to you.
Oh. I'm just pulling up a calculator. 1 second. There we go. So 11 minus 6. Oh, right. I shouldn't be using the number pads. I'm going crazy. There we go. Ignore me.
She is so excited that she just took a pretty large boo-boo, actually.
Yeah, it's sizable for me. Okay. Tracked.
All right. So out of this sake bottle splashes some very acidic and not so real sake.
Yeah.
Which splashes right across the front of your uniform, seeps through. You feel the burn. That really, really hurt. All right. So it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm challenging. What the hell? Channeling my transmutation ability. I would like to use it to create. This is really silly, but she just almost killed me. No, not an anvil. You know.
A piano.
No, those giant Japanese tubs that they drop on people's heads. You know what I'm talking about? Pakora's always had. She had them dropped on her head a lot before. Remember the giant round tubs?
Oh, right. Okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah. I want to I want to spam those. She's an otaku. I want her to die with honor.
Roll well.
Combat roll?
Yes, please.
13.
13, I don't think does it. Let me check one more time. So, actually, it succeeds.
Hell yeah!
Okali dokali, neighborino. Give me 1d6 damage, please.
2.
But this 1d6 will be made with advantage because this thing was absolutely not expecting that.
Should I roll another then? Is that what advantage means?
That's right. You get to roll twice and take the better roll.
5.
Okay. So, 5 damage. It lands like upside down on the Yoma's head. It screams and flails around. It is blinded for the next turn.
Yeah.
And as it falls and lands on the Yoma's head, the cannon goes off again, as she was expecting it to shoot you, but the tub has now covered the head. there is a giant explosion, and then "Kuwei desu" that echoes from inside the tub. Probably whatever that gotcha ball was. And the Yoma flops down, and the tub slides off the head, and it's disgusting. There is nothing on her shoulders except for goop. She helped. Her head has been blown to pieces.
Oh my gosh. Lena's horrified. Midas is horrified. She's never this isn't even a decapitation. This is a new word.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. It's an explosion.
She stopped moving, right?
Oh god, yes.
Oh good. I just wanted to make sure. You never know with monsters.
Oh no, you know with this one. It falls back and just a puddle of horrible, foul-smelling goo, leaving only her septum ring behind.
Okay. Do the shutters lift, or do I have to go find a way out?
Well, nope, the shutters do not lift, which might be a good thing. After all, people might have seen... my god, excuse me. Might have noticed Lena going in.
Okay, so what Lena's gonna do is untransform.
Okay.
Pocket one of the Sailor Mimas not Nendoroids.
She begins looting. I mean, it is an RPG.
It's an RPG. I paid 10,000 yen to get back here. I'm going to take what's mine. So
Okay.
she takes any of the Sailor Mimas merchandise that's there and shoves it in her giant pockets for her huge hoodie that she wears. So it probably doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah, okay. So technically shoplifting. Even though you are now one of the wealthier people in your neighborhood, now you know she's made it.
I paid for this, damn it.
I mean, paid for access, but that's fine.
And then she tried to murder me. This is fair. Fair and square.
Fair and square. Okay. So the shutter, before you can open it, gets just yanked open. And there is nobody else in the store. Sailor Mimas looks panicked. You look fine. She sees the puddle that used to be a Yoma.
Yeah,
Are you fine?
I'm okay. I'm hurt, but I'm okay.
You're hurt? Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. She picks you up under her arm like a suitcase.
Ah.
And just quickly teleports out to the roof of the mall.
Whew. Ow,
All right.
thanks.
Yep. She's looking around, thinking really hard. Well, I'm gonna get you to the nearest clinic, and hey, good job. By the way, she looks down and looks extremely proud of you.
Thanks. And actually, you don't... Lena looks up and thinks really hard for a second. It's a thing she seems to do where she just goes quiet and really, really considers things. It's a little awkward, but it's the way she is. She goes, I don't think I need a clinic. It's just the roof, right? There's nobody else here.
That's right.
Sailor Midas clock in. She transforms again.
All right. Goes off without a hitch.
And then she heals herself with her healing ability.
Okay, that will be a soul roll, please.
15.
Okay, and that was 2d6, the soul roll. All right, so you heal yourself for... Give me a second. Let me double check how healing works in this game. Please and thank you.
Sure.
Been a minute. Okay. Rate of healing. Okay, so the rate of healing yourself is impacted by your body. Let's go ahead and close the Yoma stats here. But that is self, like, over time healing. Characters that instantly heal a target's injuries once per hour or dramatic scene. Maximum amount of health return to the target equals the attribute level. Okay, and what's your attribute level?
My attribute level is rank 5.
Whoa. Okay. That's a lot, actually.
Yep.
You heal yourself for 5 damage.
My health is 11. That puts me at 10, so I'm almost completely better.
Sailor Mimas blinks and does a double take and narrows her eyes. And she raises her hand and punches herself as hard as she can in the arm and then focuses really hard. What's going on?
I found out I could do this the other day. That's how I helped Sailor Atlas.
All right, you can do a lot of things that I can't, which I'm fine with, I guess. I don't feel obsolete. I feel differently abled.
You're not obsolete. You're very strong.
Yeah. Well, thanks. She rubs at her bruised arm. Let's get you back home and we can type out a debriefing.
Okay. I follow her.
Teleport away, and I think that's a good end of the session today.
I think so too. Kipster, thank you so much. This was so much fun. I really wanted to get... This helped me flesh out the character a lot more.
Awesome. I enjoyed it as well.
I really appreciate you coming to GM for me like this. Oh.
Yeah, I love it.
Yippee!
I kind of want to make this a weekly thing if possible.
That would be fun, wouldn't it? I'd be down. Obviously, this next week I will not be available. I won't be streaming this next week, but the following week, starting then, I'm down. RPGs are fun. I love role-playing.
Yeah, and hopefully we can get Eli along one of these times.
Yeah. I know he's interested. He just needs to get a mic and stuff.
Right, and if you wanted to do text while we did voice, of course, that's something that I've also done over Roll20.
Oh yeah, I'd be down to do that. Whatever. Well, thank you so much, and thank you all of you guys who came to watch us play this game. I know it's different than usual. It's tabletop with just 2 people, but I think we had a pretty fun time.
I think so too. I hope people are okay that it's mostly talking. Well, especially this session. There's going to be a lot of combat-less sessions, you know? Because this system really encourages creativity, loosey-goosey. For example, when the tubs fell on the Yoma's head, I was like, you know what? There isn't a rule for blindness. Here's how it's going to work. With the Yoma, when I realized how weak off the rack, this was an off the rack Yoma with like just a couple of changes I made.
Oh, okay.
Off the rip, round 1 or 2, I'm like, no, I gotta because you killed it in the first shot. So
yeah, that was a little surprising, I have to admit.
Yeah. But that's fine. Like, off the rack, I kind of think you could beat Rubius.
No way, really?
I sort of think you could. If you ever want to roll it out for funsies to give me an idea of how much I need to buff these things. The people who made this game do not want the players to die, but I think they made it a little too... bad guys are too squishy. You know, in the show, bad guys are exciting to fight.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh, Shuang, thank you so much. I will work on getting better. Next week is going to be the week that I get to figure a lot of stuff out. It's very exciting.
Yeah, be better. You need to be better. You need to do better.
I need to do
Senator.
better. Gotta do better.
Do better, Senator. We all have to do better.
Let's see here. I'm looking into rating out over here on Twitch. I'm thinking Finley Fish. But if you guys, enjoyed this okay. I kind of think a weekly roleplay thing like this sounds lots of fun, Gipster. I'm way down.
Oh man, I had so much fun doing this.
You're a great GM. I really appreciate it.
Criminy, Jeepers Creepers, heckin' shucks. No, I'm thrilled to flesh out this world more and more. Dyson looks a lot like Earth. I mean, it's way bigger, but the people who live here didn't make, a lot of them didn't want to like, oh yeah, our sky is orange and it's always nighttime.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Yeah, there's a very solid, huge chunk of stone around a majority of the metal, stone and dirt. So, there's trees and moles and stuff. But...
Oh, I'm glad that you enjoyed it, Baldy. I'm so happy. All right, I'm going to rate us out over on Twitch into Finley Fish. She's playing Digimon Cyber Sleuth right now, which I own, and I remember when I started it, it's a really fun game. So I think it'll be a good RPG for people to enjoy. Thanks again, Kipster, for coming over. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we can make this a weekly stream. It's going to be a good time. I will not be streaming all of next week. I am on my trip. But I will be back the following week, likely streaming that next Monday. So I will kind of give you guys a schedule as my availability becomes obvious. Ah, my face. What are you Oh no. Oh no. What are you doing, Kipster? All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and raid on into Finley. You all have... Oh, Kipster left. You all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll see you on Twitter or on Discord. I will be there. I'll be putting videos up while I'm gone on my trip. I'm going to be... Actually, before I raid in, I'm going to be staying one night at a haunted hotel on my trip. I won't be there the whole time, but that one night we're going to go exploring in the darkness. It's going to be fun. I will see you guys later. And over on X and Kick, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming over and for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys later. Bye!